Hi there. Welcome back to Journey with Joan. And you might be tuning in from the Messages of Hope channel. So thank you for joining me. Thanks for coming back and listening in. And I'm coming on to you. My name is Jackie. I'm a caregiver who takes care of my mom with dementia. We actually take care of each other. So I'm coming on to share my journey with my mom, Joan, who's in that picture there. And yeah, just give you some tips and tricks if I have any this week, the magic moments. And what I'd like to talk about, my mom was diagnosed with a mixture of Alzheimer's and dementia. We're going into our 9th year of being together through this journey. And, in this picture here, we are actually in Holland. We are actually in Amsterdam. And I had read about the dementia village in Holland in Haggaway. And if you're familiar, you could actually just Google dementia village. He doesn't like to be called the dementia village, but what it was is it was a care facility. From the outside, it just looked like a normal care facility. But when you walk through the doors, it was 50% outdoors and 50% indoors. And how they had it set up was they had like-minded people living together in like little condos. So you'd walk in, there's like little streets, there's a park with a fountain and a movie theater. They had it set up like a little village in Holland. And so many people, they have had such I keep forgetting to look at the camera. So forgive me, I am talking to you. Yeah, so they had it set up like a little village in Holland. And the success of this community of taking care of people with dementia and Alzheimer's, they had such great success keeping the patients, keeping the clients at a leveling out rate, so they don't get worse, because they had a sense of purpose. So people around the world were coming to them, and they were acting as consultants. And there's one in Italy now, there's one in France, there's a similar version in Canada. And I was hoping to bring one here to the Brantford area where we live. And we started the discussions and that sort of thing. But what I love most about it is they grouped like-minded people together, right? So in the one condo, they were grouped together, people that maybe grew up in the country. So they led country living. So the decor and everything was like set up like that in a condo. They ate the same kind of foods. And then, you go around a different corridor, and then another condo. Again, there'd be 6 people, like-minded people with dementia, with they have a different progression than they do here, how they rate the clients. But it'd be people that grew up in a city, that would listen to classical music, and so the decor would be like that, and they would all sit down and have dinner together. And there was a caregiver in that condo, so there was like a team assigned to each 6 people throughout the village. And they had a store there, and they had shopping carts, and then they would have children coming in on certain days of the week to give it a sense of normalcy. And they also rode their bicycles in this village, because in Holland, that's what they do, right? And it was just such a lovely way to take care of our loved ones, take care of our elderly, because they had a sense of purpose. They would, do the dishes and fold the linens and that sort of thing. So I really wanted to, my success with my mom, when we have gone to the doctor over the course of the years of us being together, the doctor says, your mom on paper, based on the tests that they give people with dementia, is like a 4 out of 30. And your mom should be, in a home. But because you give her such regular routine, doing the dishes, drying the dishes, washing the dishes, making the beds, folding the laundry, take her out to the stores, that sort of thing, because we have a sense of purpose together, she's very highly functioning. So this picture of us, I planned to go over there, and I was like, wouldn't it be great to stay with someone that, that lived there? And I reached out on Facebook, who lives in Holland, and my girlfriend of like 20 years ago said, Jackie, I live here, you guys can come stay with me. And she hosted us. Jennifer, thank you if you're watching. And it just made such a huge difference. And this is such a beautiful memory here when we went to Amsterdam. So that was like a magic moment, and I really had to to do this, I took this course called the Landmark Forum, and I really had to, it's a personal and professional training course. And I gave up my limiting beliefs saying that, hey, I couldn't do this with my mom. I can't travel with my mom. It's too much work. She's going to be confused. Well, you know what? She's confused wherever she is. So as long as I'm with her, we can do a lot of things together. So I gave up that limiting belief that it was going to be hard, that it was going to be difficult. And, this is such an amazing memory that we had together. And I'm just going to show you, a few years earlier when she was just in the beginning stages. My cousin, she's talking to me right now, so she might come, you might get to meet her today. And we went to see my cousin in France, and we went to Italy. So this is her and I in Italy. And she remembers when she sees that picture. So anyway, so I'm going to come back on and share some magic moments of the week. But I just wanted to check in and what limiting beliefs do you have about your life? Not necessarily about being a caregiver, but about your life in general. So maybe you can ask yourself that, and maybe, what would it be like if you changed that belief about it, and brought some joy in your day. So she's here now. Mommy, come here, come say hello.
Right.
Come step over here. Come step over here and say hello. You're on camera.
What?
Come over here. Look at yourself. Say hello. Say hi. Say hello. Oh,
Hello.
So this is my mom, Joan. So thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
What are you talking about?